Mangaung, our beloved metro. The ANC in Mangaung will be presenting a statement today in relation to the disciplinary outcomes of certain members of the ANC. The Regional Executive Committee of the African National Congress in Mangaung held an urgent meeting on the 30th, 2023. The meeting was to reflect on the recent developments in the Mangaung Metropolitan Municipality, especially as it relates to the blatant and glaring defiance of the party line and discipline by its members in the Mangaung Council. The REC takes note of and is in concurrence with the statement of the Provincial Executive Committee, which has raised the illegality of the 29th March Council sitting, which we are equally convinced was procedurally flawed and its outcomes therefore borders on potential illegality. Indicated by the ANC Provincial Executive Committee, the REC will also await the legal counsel and advise to determine appropriate remedy on this matter. In addition, the REC is convinced that irrespective of the illegality, to ensure that the ANC election victory will be undermined and disregarded. This follows a caucus decision to forward the name of Comrade Lawrence Matai as the ANC candidate for the position of the Council Speaker. The outcome of that voting process to elect the Council Speaker, as announced, reflected that the opposition parties had received more votes than they jointly hold in the Council. The higher votes received by the opposition means that certain ANC members had deliberately colluded with the opposition to ensure that the ANC preferred candidate for the position of the Council Speaker is not elected. The ANC obtained 51% outright majority in the 2021 local government election, therefore placing the ANC as the majority party in the Mangaung Metropolitan Municipal Council. In a normal democracy, this decisive majority gives the ANC a direct authority to provide political direction in the leadership of the municipality, and hence it is expected by the virtue of this majority, ANC councillors are obliged to use it to advance the political objectives, aspirations, and interests of the ANC in building better communities together. Party caucus in the council is a party political platform in which ANC council representatives are summoned to be given the party line and are expected to toe the party line. However, what took place in council wherein almost 11 ANC council representatives defied the party line even after a thorough caucus engagement, we deem this behavior as unacceptable. The organization deemed this act of ill discipline as the highest form of arson and affront the organization. And we are compelled to take decisive action to curtail such from happening again. The REC will also like to remind its members and the society that these acts of ill discipline have been the character of these rogue elements. You will remember that on the 27th of January, we had a media briefing to address the following issues: the defiance of the caucus decision by these certain councillors not to attend a council sitting until certain issues were clarified, their participation in the voting out of the then ANC council whip, Comrade Vumile Nikelo, their participation in the illegal removing of the then acting city manager even before the pronouncement of the courts, the then interim regional executive committee, the then regional committee had instituted disciplinary measures which had recommended for certain sanctions against those comrades. This decision was communicated to the Provincial Executive Committee. As the ANC in Mangaung, we must state it categorically clear that this unity and renewal program must be pursued with the vigor and commitment to serve the people. It must be a unity and renewal program with a purpose to augment the ANC strategic objective to better the lives of the people of South Africa. The ANC is appreciative of and wishes to recommend the discipline displayed by the ANC council representatives who have consistently been toeing the party line. Those who have defied the party discipline are now clearly pursuing an agenda for the total collapse of the council and the ANC removal from power in Mangaung, which are acts of misconduct. Section 25 of the Constitution on acts of misconduct read as follows. 25.17.13, it says, joining or supporting a political organization or party other than an organization in alliance with the ANC in a manner contrary to the aims and objectives and policy of the ANC in a manner of contrary to the aims and objectives and policy of the ANC. Rule 25.18 goes further to say, notwithstanding the discretion afforded to a disciplinary committee in terms of Rule 25.21 and Rule 25.22 below, any office bearer or public representative found guilty by a disciplinary committee of any act of misconduct referred to in Rule 25.17.13, Rule 25.17.14, or Rule 25.17.18, above all shall be ineligible to be or remain as a member of the ANC and shall be expelled from the organization. Nobody is bigger than the ANC. It is against this background that the Regional Executive Committee of the African National Congress in Mangaung wishes to announce the following decisions. These decisions as concurrence of the PEC as per Rule 25.10 and following the vote of the Regional Executive Committee taken on or about July, which were duly communicated to the PEC for concurrence and as stated above. Now the following comrades have been expelled with an immediate effect from the ANC. Comrade Patrick Munyagwane expelled with immediate effect. Comrade Mapaseka Mutibi Ngwane expelled with immediate effect. Comrade Chabedi Rampai expelled with immediate effect. Comrade Mpomo Kwagwa is expelled with immediate effect. Comrade Stephanie Lockman Naidu is expelled with immediate effect. Comrade Lehonolo Mukolo is expelled with immediate effect. Comrade Lilala Magwa is expelled with immediate effect. Comrade Puselezo Seleke is expelled with immediate effect. As per the Constitution of the ANC, Rule 25.35 allows this individual a right to appeal to this verdict effectively from the day of receiving this communication. As we conclude, our society have for a long time been denied opportunity under stable and commit that these measures will ensure stability in council and reliable service delivery for the people of Mangaung. This is what we have concluded as of the ANC. I thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Regional Secretary, for presenting the statement of the Regional Executive Committee. As it is, we'll now invite any other official who wants to add on top of what you presented. You feel free to do so. And immediately after that, we will give over to members of the media to pose questions of clarity.
Okay, no, thank you, spokesperson, Comrade Ngamile. We wish to state in no uncertain terms that flagrant violation of organizational morality shall not continue unabated. For over a consistent period of time, we have witnessed a conduct by certain ANC councillors who coalesce with opposition parties to deny the ANC the right to lead a stable municipality. They have for a protracted period of time been voting with the opposition. No member of the ANC standing on the authority of the platform of the ANC shall defy the ANC. So these councillors, who for a longer period of time have been conducting themselves in such a manner, we have had to give them an olive branch, because in the past we have called them so that they can explain to us why is this conduct, why are they using our platform, the platform that has been presented to them by the people who had confidence in the ANC. Why are they voting with the opposition? And we have come to this conclusion that no member of the ANC using our own platform shall continue to defy the ANC, because they are using the ANC to subvert our democratic gains. They are using our platform to wage an onslaught on the ANC. We therefore wish to state that no member of the ANC will continue to use our platform to undermine the ANC and his own platforms. It is as a result of these considerations that for a period of time we have had to deal with a conduct which is foreign in the revolutionary movement, a conduct of ANC councillors who wants to defy the movement. And this has got to come to an end. And this is where it stopped. These comrades have crossed the line. We have told them that you have crossed the line. At what point we have had to invite our NEC deployees last year to have a fair talk with these comrades. We then concluded that no member of the ANC shall continue that conduct. But they have been brazen in their conduct to vote with opposition. They have crossed the line and they shall have to pay a heavy price. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In the absence, you want to say something? Now, in the absence of any additions, I will then open to members of the media to pose the questions. We have a register. I'm not sure whether it is circulated or not. If it was filled by yourself, I will be knowing who is here and who is not here. Just so we know who you are, please indicate your names and from which media house are you coming from. Marike?
My name is Marike Viereke. I'm from Netwerk Provincial, the Afrikaans one, and Volkskrant. I just want to know, did I hear correct? I just want, is it 11 ANC councillors that you are getting rid of now? 11. And so, now was it 11 that voted with the opposition parties, but you are getting rid of 7 now of the 11? Is that because you don't know who is the other one? Or what is the reason?
We're noting your question.
And did you expel them from the party, or is it just that I didn't suspend them?
No, thank you very much. No, we'll be noting all the questions and then the leadership will answer it immediately after. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. My name is Kolo Kumbeto from DFCA. Yeah, just wanted the clarity. Is it 8 or 7? Those that you have expelled. But if you, as you outlined, the fact that you have been noticing their behavior, a pattern in their behavior, having defied the party lines previously, one would ask whether going into this very important council meeting of Wednesday, whether you really did not expect that they would continue to defy the party line. Have you engaged them particularly, specifically, because it would appear that you suspected? But again, on Wednesday's council vote meeting, I believe that voting happened through a secret ballot. How did you determine that specifically this one, or part of the 11, indeed voted against the party line. What was the methodology there? And in this case, I understand that the 7 or the 8 you have expelled include the former deputy executive mayor and the former council speaker, who ordinarily would be peer councillors. Among them, do you have ward councillors? It's in the context of whether if they are ward councillors, this would necessitate by-election.
Okay. Any other question? In the absence of such, let me give over to Mariam. You want to follow up even before you hear your first answer?
No, thank you very much. It's 8 councillors that are being expelled, not suspended. 8 councillors. But maybe to deal with the question from ENCA, in the council, over time, these that are mentioned and others, the other 3, there's still some engagement with them now because this one are serial offenders. They've been doing this thing over time, like the chairperson indicated. They've been called by a national office. They even stood up in a meeting to apologize that they are not going to do it. A week later, they do it again. So it does not need any methodology to be applied here. They are serial offenders. So we have dealt with this one. The other 3, we are coming back to them and try to attend their issues. I hope I have answered.
Any other?
Yeah. On the issue of engagement, yes, there were thorough engagement with those councillors. During the council, even before the council, there were serious engagement because you will know that the ANC will lead with humility at all times. Now, we didn't just wake up in the morning and decided to expel councillors. It took time for us to come to that decision. So that's it.
Okay.
We really have 4 ward councillors. Ward councillor for 50, councillor Nidala, councillor Mukolo from ward 49, councillor Rampai from ward 7, and councillor Mukwakwa from ward 29. Those are the 4 councillors that we have where we expected to have by elections. Thank you.
Yeah, I think there was another part of the question was that are they expelled as councillors or as ANC?
When you are expelled as a councillor, when you are expelled as a member of the ANC, you can't represent anything on behalf of the ANC in the council. So you're expelled in all levels, everywhere. You're expelled everywhere, except where you will want to participate. But in the ANC, in the representing the ANC in the council, no more.
One other critical thing that we need to understand is that even though that we are seated with a situation of councillors who voted with the opposition this past council sitting, but what we are presenting to you today is a culmination of a process that started in 2022 as indicated by the statement, wherein disciplinary processes unfolded, certain comrades were pointed out. So that is an understanding that we need to have for now. Okay.
Mr. Newcombe, I just want to ask if there is 4 ward councillors under the 8, and the ANC got a 51 seats from the 101. So aren't you afraid that the ANC is going to lose its majority seats in the council if there's by-elections? What's going to happen if there's by-elections and in those wards they are going to elect, say, somebody from other parties?
Okay. For purpose of control, may I check, is there anyone else who wanted to pose questions? Lele? Number 2?
I just want
That will be the 2 of you. I want us to wrap up your questions so that when they come, we don't add? Okay, SABC.
Aphumelele Nkaranga from SABC. We might have missed out a lot, but I just want clarity when it comes to there were reports that you are threatening court action. One clarity on that with regards to what happened in the social council, and also clarity on whether there was intimidation there or after, because we understand that there were polygraphs conducted to all the ANC councillors that were causing the meeting to find exactly what really happened.
Okay. Maybe it should help. I've noticed that you just came in. Someone, can you please help them with the statement? Okay. But we are noting some of the questions that you are raising.
I was just saying I'm requesting a one-on-one immediately after this.
You will get one-on-ones, all of you. All of you will get one-on-one. Okay?
Marike, I think as the ANC, we are not afraid to go to by-election. Hence, we took this bold decision. But what makes us more excited on this issue is that the communities in those wards, they've been pestering us to say, when are you removing these rogue elements? And even during the campaign of the election, we had to beg the community because they were rejecting these rogue elements that are causing problems in the ANC. So we are not afraid at all. We'll retain our majority as the ANC because we are going to go there having the support of our communities. But on the issue of polygraphic tests and so on, it's a myth. There's no such. Comrades were called in after the council. They were asked what happened. They were given an opportunity in a meeting to explain what happened, why they voted with the opposition. Surprise, surprise. All of them, they said we never voted with the opposition. All of them, which was shocking to us. To say, but these people, they are doing this thing consistently. Now they come here and lie. So there was no polygraphic. We saw it in the media, social media. It is a story, that thing. It has never happened. But like the secretary indicated, we had a 2 days caucus, where we're persuading these comrades to say, can you change? We are not here to deal with people. Change, please, we want to work with everybody. But they went there and did the same thing. So the court issue, the chairperson will respond on it.
Okay?
No, just to add on what Comrade Vusi is saying, we did not have to do any polygraphic lie detector. We didn't have to do that. We know exactly the culprits here. No member of the ANC or a councillor was subjected to that test. That I can confirm with certainty. Not even a single councillor was subjected to that. Secondly, as you would know, there are about 3 parties that were cooperating within the council. Those 3 parties, they give us an additional 4 councillors who are consistently on our side. So we will be replacing PR councillors, these that are going to be expelled. We will replenish our list with 4 additional PR new councillors. Obviously, we're preparing for by-election. Our majority will not be affected at all. We will still remain 51 because these other parties that we are cooperating with are giving us 4 additional councillors. So we will still have the necessary majority in council to can lead the council. Lastly, on the question of a court action, we are in consultation to bring this matter urgently before the court because we believe that the legal standing of that council was seriously under challenge. You would recall that the acting city manager then, Mr. Mutashuping, was not the acting city manager. His term of appointment by National Department of Culture had come to an end. So he had no legal authority to convene a council. In the event where there's no speaker, there's no city manager, only the MEC of the province can convene a council. But because we are a municipality under national intervention, that decision should have been, the decision to convene a council should have been done jointly with National Caucus and the Provincial Caucus. So Mutashuping had no authority really to can convene a council. I'm sure you would have realized or noticed that yesterday's council by the newly elected speaker could not proceed because they themselves have been forewarned or they were advised by their legal advisors that it will be challenged in court because Mutashuping did not have the legal authority to can convene a council. So yes, we are considering that. We strongly believe that a legal ground exists for us to can challenge that council with a view to nullify its outcomes. We are considering that, and in no time we will advise our members if indeed there exists a ground for us to can approach the court on an urgent basis. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You are asking for me to open up for the last round. I'm granting it. It will be yourself, it will be Mareke, and who else? Just the two of you. Do we agree? Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm just following up on the comment on the council not being procedural. The councillor is not objecting to being cancelled. So how is it that after the fact, only this question?
Okay, thank you. Mareke?
I've received a WhatsApp saying that the ANC wants to get rid of 27 councillors in Mangaung. And there's constant pressure to get rid of those 27. And the other thing that I've received is that you want to get rid of the deputy mayor, Mrs. Mapidi Mkwani, Mapaseka Mapidi Mkwani, so to bring in Lulama Titi Udili as the deputy mayor. And that you keep on putting pressure on Mapidi Mkwani to
Mariki, Councillor Muthibi Nkwani is part of the Troika. She's the deputy mayor. You would know that the ANC took a decision to restructure the Troika. So whether she is expelled or not, she has to vacate because the ANC has decided that both the mayor, the deputy mayor, and the chief whip should be restructured. So it is really neither here nor there a matter. However, it is really neither here nor there. We reserve a right in the event we are of a strong opinion that the council that took place is subject to litigation because of certain irregularities that existed. We will obviously explore that avenue. It is neither here nor there why are we raising it at this stage because we strongly believe that it was convened by a person who had no authority to do so.
On the 22 or 27, it's just a social media. Hence, we explained that we are busy engaging with some of these councillors, but there's no such. If there's such, we'll communicate properly, they say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I believe there are no more other questions. Like I promised, members of the ANC seated in front of you committed that they will be willing to talk to each and every one of you who wishes to have a one-on-one with them. So feel free to interface with them immediately after this. We have came to the conclusion of our